Hi, this is Military Model Ball with a quick update on my HMS Nelson, the 1/2 amp scale one, and I'm moving along not quite nicely at the moment. And this is the crane built up. It was wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy. I think that the jib was about the hardest bit, and also getting these bits to box. It's a box actually, and you have to fold it, and you'll see. I think I've got the instructor. There we go. I'll show you that and make it easier. You'll be able to see other parts there, and there it is. That's all the parts. It's all photo etch, obviously, with a bit of brass there and a roller that actually is a cable on, I presume. I've got to look for a diagram for the actual rigging of the crane, so I can do that as well once it's painted, of course. And so you can see all the parts that went into it, and that's how the end result is. So that's that bit. So that was quite a feat to do, and I am going to use Mr. Surfacer, or not Mr. Surfacer. I'm going to use the Tamiya's putty, which is mixed with lacquer thinners, to mix into a paste. So I'm just putting a couple of joints around the edges. Most of the joints are folds, so you can't. It's okay, but you can see them if I come round. Oops. Come around slowly. Now I'm not sure whether there's glass in that thing. I'm tempted to use crystal clear in it, just to put glass in. I'm presuming it would be, but it's got an armour plate, so it drops down. So I suppose that's what it is, to stop the weather getting into the operator. I'm presuming that's what it would be, but I'll find out. I have to try and look for photographs. I was going to have the door open, but if you have the door open, guess what? There's nothing inside, so bit pointless really in that way. So. But I think with just painting it would be okay. But yeah, so quite pleased with that. It's come along, and yeah, so I'm going to call that quits on that one then. And then the next bit, if I move that off, so I'm going to put that back in my little tub. I call it the cavalry, non-cavalry tray. But there you go. So I put it in there nice, so it just keeps up nice and done that. It'll be safe. It'll go back in my cupboard again. And the next thing I did is I've made a 6 of these, and there it is. And if I come in a bit closer, oops, sorry, wrong way. There you go. Put it in the middle. That's just the base, and a bit of shine there, that'll disappear. Obviously I've cleaned it off with debonder and clean that, but it leaves a bit of a shine, but it doesn't matter. It's not a problem. So the paint will go over it, and there you go. That was made. That little bit on the corner there was made out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So just that little drum there. So, but and I can show you how it's made up, and you have to clean it up. So this is what you start with. That's what you start with. And you have to shave off all those boxes and bits and pieces there, and so that goes flat. Basically, it ends up being flat, and then you start building up, and that's the first stage. I didn't actually follow the stage. I did these bits first, and then yeah, funny enough, yeah, I did. I put the boxes all on first, and then I went round with the railings afterwards. I've still got to do these little railings around the side. Whoops, you can't see what I've got to do, and then you do that bit, and then you do that bit. So there's the actual, that's it, and then you do that. Now that's the bit I've got to put on next on all of them, but because I'd forgotten all about them just until I looked at this. I don't think you'd notice it too much, but I'm going to put them on there anyway. So but there's a little peg underneath, and I'll show you that in a minute. That allows you to do it. So my next task now will be actually building up guns, starting with this top one up here. Got to make 6, and then going down to that, and then moving round all the bits. Now these are coloured photo etch, so I might be able to spray the guns and then slide them in. If not, I'll just put them in there, and as it's, I'll go through with a bit of excuse me, with a bit of thinner to wipe them clean again. I could do that and most probably be okay. I don't know. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But there certainly ends up being with sights, all those sights. There you go. It goes there. That's it. The last bit with all the sights going on, all the frameworks a bit put in, and then and then you actually got the gun to slide into place, which is there. So quite a bit to do yet. So I've still got those little bits to do, so that I have to do that today. And then once I've done that, and I'll just show you underneath, basically underneath, I've done that, and it's these pinch they've got quite nicely, so you can actually do. And then after that, I've got to go very careful with the sides. I don't know whether everyone's put those side bits on, but I'm going to give it a bash. But yeah, I'm quite pleased how that turned out. Yep, it looks quite nice. Sanding off was not too bad. Took a little while for all of them, but yeah. So there you go. So with that and the crane, and I can bring another one in just to prove it. There you go. I've got quite a few. I'll put another one on there, and there you go. So now we've got the two in place. So that's basically as far as I've got. I'm going to do those other little bits around the side, and once I've done that, then I have to be very careful with them. But these tweezers are quite nice for this, and I didn't know. I thought I knew I was using 2 pairs for quite a bit while, and then I remembered I bought a pack of about 12. So I got just I'll do nothing to actually do these sort of jobs, and it's good, and spraying. So things are coming along nicely, and what with the old little crane in the background, I'll put the crane in the background just to put it there. There you go. That's the end shot. And if I come out a bit, leave them all in shot together. There you go. So that's as far as I got. Quite pleased with it. There you go. And well, that's the end of this short update, and it was going to be a quick one anyway. So now I'm just going to move along nicely, doing bits and pieces. Now, after I've done these guns, I'll do another. When I finish the guns, I'll just show the one on the next update, and then I'll be starting on them 62 of the single barrel anti-aircraft guns that are dotted all around the superstructure and around the front of the barrel and down the sides. So that's what my next task will be as well. So there you go. So thank you very much for watching, and happy modelling. Keep the glue flowing, as they say. Catch you later.